You made it.
Hi.
Listen, I wanted to apologize for earlier. I got a little excited, but I can't imagine how you must be feeling right now.
That's all right. It's been 18 years. But I think I'm ready to find out what really happened to my dad.
You sure you're okay? We can give it a few days.
No, yeah, I'm sure. Let's do this. Here, I brought the book.
There, those numbers.
It looks like a coordinate. 34.0584 degrees north.
Wait, isn't there supposed to be a second number?
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, must have gotten some rocket fuel on it. Well, we have the latitude at least. Do you have a map? And a pencil?
Let me check. There should be pencils in the cup behind you.
34.0584 degrees north. This means the location is somewhere along this horizontal line. Shoot, that's literally hundreds of miles of desert. This is pointless. We'll never be able to search that whole area.
Wait, I might have some clues to narrow it down. I've been looking through our database for news from 1975, when your father disappeared, trying to spot anything weird, anything that stands out. And there are 3 things. Zarya Wonderbrust died in an accident in 1975.
Wait, Zarya? That sounds familiar. I remember my neighbor Mrs. Kandinsky talking about her. I think she used to date Mayor Wonderbrust.
Maybe you should go talk to her again. Pompous Compass went out of business in 75.
Pompous what?
The Compass Company. It went bankrupt that same year. Apparently, there were hundreds of reports of compasses spinning uncontrollably around a certain area. Wait, you've got to be kidding me. Charles McGee was the founder and CEO?
You mean Space Blanket Charlie from Park Square?
Yup. You should go talk to him. This article is about a missing train station.
Train station?
The San Gallardo Express went from 13 stops to 12 that year.
Well, why is that significant?
It isn't in itself, but when I went to check where the missing station was, all information connected to it was redacted.
Like someone was covering it up?
Possibly. Maybe you can ask around Slope City Station, see what you can find out.
All right, got it. Go see Space Blanket Charlie, talk to Mrs. Kandinsky, and snoop around the train station. What about the crystal my dad mentioned?
Let me worry about that part. I'll be here trying to figure out a plan.
Huh, an inkjet. Interesting choice. I would have thought a laser printer would be better for an office like this.
I try not to print a lot, saving the environment and all.
She seems pretty talented. Hi there.
Hi there. Happy Blood Moon Day.
Happy Blood Moon Day to you too. So, what are you painting?
The blood moon. You know, it's not just about the moon looking a little red. I want to capture the emotion, mystery, and the power of the spectacle we're going to experience tonight. You know, a lot of people believe that lunar eclipses are a sign of big changes coming.
Is that what you believe?
Well, if you think about it, for a few minutes, the Earth, we, will be positioned directly between the moon, which, as you know, has great influence over all sorts of things like tides, sleep patterns.
Werewolves?
No, but seriously, we'll be directly between the moon and the sun, which is basically the main source of energy for all life on this planet. The moon, yin, and the sun, yang, and us, directly in the middle. People back in the day believed all sorts of things about the eclipse, like a jaguar eating the moon, a demon drinking an elixir of immortality. Me? I think there's definitely some kind of power there. We may never fully understand it, but it has an effect, you know.
Don't get me wrong, but I like to stick with science instead of superstition.
And that's perfectly fine. To each their own, right?
Right. I like your pictures, though.
Thanks.
What do you make of the festival?
Well, I flew in especially for this.
So you're not from around here?
No, I like to travel with the eclipses. Southern Lights and Northern Lights. I was just in Norway last month. But this event might just be my favourite. Slope City is a pretty charming little town too. Well, at least it used to be.
Ah, so you've been here before.
Yeah, actually came here for the festival in 75. That was one heck of a blood moon, let me tell you.
I get why eclipses are cool. They're rare and interesting to look at. But it feels like people are reading far too much into it.
Well, when was the last time you saw a total lunar eclipse?
Maybe 10, 11 years ago? And another one when I was 5, I think.
What are you now, 20-something? So, 11 years ago, you were still a kid. But now that you're older and more aware of the world around you, maybe you'll get it. Compare the world before and after the blood moon, and see if you can notice any significant differences. You know, they say the one tonight's gonna be special.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be longer.
And much more powerful.
Do you know Mr. McGee over there?
Well, we share the square, and he gave me a pamphlet. But other than that, not really. I kind of feel sorry for him. He really believes all these conspiracy theories. Must be a hard life, being afraid all the time like that.
Yeah, you know he used to be CEO of a successful company.
No shit. Wow. Well, that's why I don't do any of that corporation bull. Far less stress that way.
There was another blood moon here in 75.
Yeah, I was actually here to see it. I think I was probably about your age then. It was a great festival, and people from all over were here. We went really hard with all the partying too. I actually met my husband here. Well, ex-husband. He turned out to be a total bore after a few years. Anyway, that was my first proper adult blood moon. Loved it. Although, I heard someone had an accident that day. Died, I think. And come to think of it, looking at the town now makes me realize how different it is.
Yeah, Slope City hasn't exactly thrived since 75.
It's sad, yeah. But think about it. A big change came to this town at the same time as the blood moon. Coincidence? I think not.
See ya!
Bye.
As an engineer without a sense of aesthetics, I'm always baffled by how someone can create something so beautiful. That's an impressive collection of crayons. How to protect yourself from chemtrails. Materials for mind control shielding. Stop vaccinating your kids now. Space blankets are made out of a special material that astronauts use to keep out heat and radiation. Hello, my name
Have
is...
you found it?
Found what?
My shield hat. Ah! Make it stop!
Make what stop? What are you talking about?
Mind control signals. They're everywhere. Can't you feel them? Oh, they're everywhere.
What's this hat you're talking about?
It insulates the brain from electromagnetic and telepathic impingement.
You mean a tinfoil hat?
Don't be ridiculous. It is made out of 3mm thick aluminum of the highest purity. I must get it back.
Couldn't you make one out of those space blankets over there?
Wrong material.
All right then, did you see who took your hat?
Little monsters in armor. They had shields and weapons.
That sounds like Terry Clark's gang. I know where to find them. If I get your hat back, will you answer some questions for me?
Whatever you need.
All right, I guess I'm getting this man's hat back. Terry Clark and her gang usually hang around the basketball court. I should check there first. I can't believe this guy used to be CEO of Pompous Compass. I wonder what happened to him. How much for a space blanket?
Can't think. Need my hat.
Can you tell me about Pompous Compass?
Can't think. Need my hat.
I'll be back.
Oh, me.
This lady looks like she's going on a trip. Hi there.
Oh, hi. Are you going to Draketown for the symposium as well?
What symposium?
The Geographical Symposium, of course. I'm writing an article about it for the Slope City Journal.
Slope City Journal, huh? Do you know Peggy Wolf?
Oh, yes. Very ambitious, that girl. I like her energy. Good writing skills, too. Is she a friend of yours?
Yeah, sort of.
Uh-huh. Well, she's a keeper, that one.
If you're going to the symposium, you must know a lot about this region?
You could say that. What I don't know, I can look up in this book. San Gallardo, Chronicle of Settlements, published in 1974. Very few copies exist, you know. I found it in my mother's things after she passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear.
No, don't worry. It was a few years ago, but thanks.
Any chance I could borrow that book of yours?
No, sorry. This was my late mother's and it means the world to me. But I'm happy to use it to help you if you want.
Do you know anything about a train station that used to be part of the express line?
I'm afraid I know nothing about train stations. But if you give me an old place name, I can look it up for you in this book.
See you later.
Do not leave your baggage unattended. For security reasons, unattended baggage will be removed and destroyed. Using our patented high-pressure implosion system.
Unattended baggage detected. Danger, danger, bag must be destroyed. Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Whoa!
The guy in there might know something about the 13th station. Excuse me?
Yes?
Fancy bag security system you got there.
Top of the line Greystone 5000. It's never failed once.
But aren't you worried about false positives?
Like what?
Like innocent people getting their bags destroyed while using the bathroom?
Oh, we take security very seriously. At Slope City Station, we don't wait, we detonate.
But there has never been a bomb attack in Slope City. Ever.
Exactly. Why do you think that is? People like us, behind the scenes, making the world a safer place. You're welcome.
Okay. I wonder if you could help me with something.
Go on, I don't have all day.
All right. So I heard that the San Gallardo Express used to have 13 stops.
The San Gallardo Express is a 12-stop line. Always was, and always will be.
But the article said...
Now move on. You're holding up the line.
Line? What line? There's nobody here. Great. Hello? Where did you go? That's strange. He must be hiding something. Unattended baggage. Reduced to a pile of dust. I better not bother her. Time waits for no one, does it?
Unattended baggage will be destroyed.
I've always wondered if they actually follow through. If I put a bag on the floor here and leave, the security bot will probably destroy it. Ah, I have an idea. My dad always used to say, pressure makes diamonds. Diamonds are made out of carbon, right? So are pencils. Graphite is just another allotrope of carbon. I wonder if there's a way to expose them to high pressure and temperature somehow.
Unattended baggage detected. Danger! Danger! Human! Approach!
I better not.
Is this your baggage?
No. I have no idea whose bag this is.
Bag owner unknown. Danger! Danger! Bag must be destroyed. Exterminate! Exterminate! Exterminate!
An actual diamond, forged in the belly of a security bot. This poor guy's been coming here every day for years. He never gets on a train, though. I'm not putting my hand in there. He looks exactly like the ticket clerk inside. I wonder if they're twins. Hey, you look awfully familiar.
You probably saw my twin brother, Carlton.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, don't sweat it, kid. We're both used to it.
Is that really your twin brother in there?
Yes, that's Carlton, all right. We've both been working here for almost 30 years.
You seem so different from him.
Oh, well, don't mind Carlton. He can be a bit grumpy, but he means well. That's why they've got me working the tracks, while he's more behind the scenes.
Where is this train going?
There's only one line in this valley, the San Gallardo Express. 12 stops between Slope City and Cactus Falls. We stop at every station.
Can you tell me anything about a 13th train station?
13th train station? Where did you hear that?
A newspaper from 1975. My dad disappeared that same year, and I'm trying to see if there's a connection.
That must be a mistake. This train only has 12 stops.
But why would the article lie? I just learned that my dad may still be alive after 18 years. All I want is a location. Were you working here back in 1975?
I was.
Then you have to remember the name of that station.
I'm terribly sorry, but I guess I forgot it.
Please, it's really important.
I'm sorry. I just can't tell you what you want to know. My brother Carlton is in charge of all the back office work, you know. Why don't you go inside and ask him?
I did, but he won't help me either.
I'm sorry. I hope you find what you're looking for. Oh, I wish there was something I could do.
I'll be back.
Thank you for using the Slope City Express.
Hey, kid. Come over here for a second. I think I might be able to help you out.
Hi. You said you could help me.
I heard you talking to Wilson about 1975. A lot of things happened that year. Big and painful things.
Yeah? My name's Elroy. What's yours?
Well, I'm Stanley. Stanley Rosebud. People call me Stan. I used to be the electrician at Wanderbrush Tower. until 1975.
So, what else happened in 1975?
Well, there was the accident at my work. Some kind of electrical malfunction. Mrs. Zaria, the boss's wife, she fell off the tower and died. May 24th, 1975. I remember there was a blood moon that night, and everyone was trying to find a good spot to watch it. Mr. Wanderbrust and Mrs. Zaria had the tower rooftop all to themselves. Oh, what a terrible tragedy. Everybody blamed me, of course, the electrician. But I clearly remember doing maintenance rounds that morning, and everything checked out all right. At least I thought it did. I never had a chance to go back and check my logs again.
So, how long have you been living like this?
Well, after the accident back in '75, I got fired for negligence. And they made pretty damn sure that no one else would hire me either. I blamed myself, of course. And the bottle was the only thing keeping me from going insane. I got really depressed and fell into a hole I couldn't dig myself out of. Nowadays, you get all these people saying, take this pill, or meditate, see you shrink, but back then you just kind of sat there, fading away, rotting, really.
Did you happen to know my dad, Diego de Luna? I think he worked with Mayor Wanderbrust.
Wait, you're Dr. Diego's kid? I knew you looked strangely familiar. He used to bring you around all the time. The only kid for miles with fiery red hair. Must be from your mother's side, I guess.
I guess so. I never knew my mother.
Oh, sorry to hear that, but your dad, oh, what a guy. We used to talk about poetry a lot.
My dad liked poetry?
Oh, yeah, the Romantics in particular. Deep in the shady sadness of a vale, far sunken from the healthy breath of morn, far from the fiery noon and eve's one star,
sat gray-haired Saturn, quiet as a stone. John Keats.
A fellow John Keats admirer, I see.
Not really, but I read Dan Simmons' sci-fi novel Hyperion, and I always do my research.
Science fiction. Two words I never thought went well together. So, what's your dad up to these days?
He disappeared in 1975. Presumed dead. But I know he's alive, and I'm going to find him.
Oh, good for you.
This may sound weird, but do you know anything about a 13th train station on this line?
No, not really. Why?
The newspaper said that this train line went from 13 stations to 12 in 1975, the same year my dad disappeared. I know my dad and Mayor Wanderbrust were doing archaeological expeditions together. I thought maybe this could be connected somehow.
I don't know about a station, but I do remember one name being said over and over around the tower back then.
What name?
Los Santos.
Los Santos?
Yeah. We were shipping a lot of supplies there back then. I always wondered what was going on there. It sounded important. All I know is that it's somewhere in San Gallardo.
It may be worth a shot. Thanks a lot. No place called Los Santos here. I need a more detailed map, or another source of geographical information. What was it like working for Mayor Wanderbrust?
Well, he wasn't mayor back then. I started working for his father, Mr. Allister, in '65. Now there was a noble man, Wanderbrust Sr. It was a big break for me, getting that job. Used to do work all over town as an electrician, but Wanderbrust Tower, now that was the real deal. Mr. Cyril was the director of operations at first, but took over as CEO in 1974, after his father passed. We didn't always see eye to eye, and he wasn't quite the man his father was, but I never had any real beef with him until that day. Breaks my heart the way things played out.
I gotta go. Bye.
Good luck finding your dad. He was the most resourceful person I ever knew. I'm sure he's all right.
Thanks. A golden color spray. Hi there.
Hi again.
Could you look up the name Los Santos in that book of yours?
Certainly. Oh, goody, I always like a good puzzle. Let's see. Lacrimosa, Lexington, Los Alamos. Oh, there it is. Los Santos, a small town with a population of 12.
Does it say where it is?
It says the closest towns are Caesarville and Draketown.
Caesarville and Draketown. I remember those from the map. Thank you so much. You've helped me a lot.
You're welcome. Just out of curiosity, may I ask what it is you're looking for?
I'm gonna find my dad.
Oh, how exciting. Good luck with that.
Thank you. So, if Los Santos was part of the San Gallardo Express line, the 13th station has to be somewhere between these two. So, the missing train station should be somewhere inside this circle. This is still too much ground to cover. I need to narrow it down a bit more. I should go talk to Space Blanket Charlie. Maybe he can help. Such a shame what happened to Stanton Park. This used to be such a great place. I remember my dad and I coming here every day when I was a kid. I could barely reach the basket with the ball, but it was a thing we did together. And I loved that.